This is Android Basics, in which we bring you up to date on the things that you should know to use your Android phone.
Let's move on now and talk about other developments in 2023. And I'd like next to move on to talk about our partnership with Accessible Android and the strength which Accessible Android has gone to in 2023. And for this, I'm going to pass over to Sally.
Well, let's say me, myself, and Corinne, because she's also part of this. So it's a great thing that this year brought to us Accessible Android, becoming alive. I mean, we started locally in 2022, early days of 2022, and our goal was always going global because there was such a need of kind of a website like Accessible Android. There were several attempts in the past, but they all failed for some reason. Maybe lack of community interaction or a lack of proper roadmap or something like that. I don't know what you say, but that's the thing. And then we decided to take this further because people really need something, and we also need it. It's, as people say, those inventors say, we need it, so that's why we did it. So it's also the same case for Accessible Android. We started locally, and then we wanted to go truly global. And the key for going truly global is partnering with those already in the field. So the Blind Android Users podcast is on the field for like these days. It's been 3 years. We celebrated the third year anniversary. It's already 3 years. So that's the thing we decided to do, getting partnership with Blind Android Users podcast. So that made the content truly available in English in the early days of March 2023. And then in July 2023, we completely made Accessible Android independent from our local website. So it's all about the truly English content and a truly partnership with Blind Android users and taking things way forward with this ambition that we have, of course. And Corinne, what you like to say?
Okay, so actually, Accessible Android, as you said, is now an independent website. Actually, you did the first step, which is the starting of all of this. Yeah, it was something local, and then look, it became a global website. Our aim is to gather as much as possible of English content and to make it like everywhere, so people from all around the world can use and benefit from the Accessible Android website. And you know that English is the global language, and we all use it to communicate. So yeah, and actually it was really an interesting journey so far, and I hope that Accessible Android will have a lot of success in the coming years, and that it will be a project that will stay and will progress. And yeah, as always, we look forward to people's contribution, because we all say that this is a hybrid project. So we can do everything as a team. We are a part of this, and people are the other part. Together, we can make Accessible Android the thing that we all aim for. So, as always, we ask people to share their feedback, to share their opinions, to share their suggestions, and to submit content whenever they can. Because, actually, if you just submit one app and someone else submits one app, and like this, so we will be getting hundreds of apps just by everyone submitting one app. And this is the easiest thing, or the simplest thing to do. And for people who are able to write tutorials or guides or tips, actually all counts and everything matters, and we can together build the Accessible Android we are dreaming for.
And, adding to all that you guys have said, it's a community thing, like you guys have clearly indicated here. So we just encourage people you have the app. Your first step is is to install the app. Go ahead and install the app, and you can literally do just about everything from that app. You want to submit an app, you could do it from the app. So it couldn't be any easier than that. So let's make it a repository of the apps that you find useful and you want to share with your brethren around the world. So open up the door to other people around the world to apps that they didn't know of by submitting them here, and what your review is, what you think of the app, whether it's a good app to use, or what the challenges are, and what are some of the ways that one could circumvent those challenges. So that's the whole idea. And so we're looking forward to you guys doing that. And it's such a great thing to see us partnering together with Sally and Karen. They're coming in and also just bolstering the whole process. And it was such a joy when we had that. And I'm looking forward to when we'll have a big 3-year anniversary of this partnership. Guys, make Accessible Android what it ought to be. It's for us. It's not, for Sally or me or Karen or Ed, Austin, John. No, it's for all of us. So let's join hands in making it what it ought to be. And that's my encouragement to all of you out there. I'm urging everyone to step up and do the right thing, and let's get it rolling.
I think that could be a great motivation for everyone just talking about where we become. In the very early days when we started Accessible Android, we were only getting a few visitors, like 10 or 20 visitors in a day. And look how it's become. It's all more than 400 visitors daily. So imagine if you submit one app that you like and that you think it's interesting. All over the world, they are going to read your app, your favorite app. They are going to download and use, and maybe they will be thankful to you for getting their attention to this app. So this is really something heartwarming, isn't it?
No, it is absolutely great that numbers have gone up, and as you say, you might post an app that really helps someone and helps them achieve something they weren't able to do, or a tip or something else. And while you can post within the app, it is obviously a website itself. So if you're new to Android, you're not quite comfortable doing things through the app. Get comfortable, but also don't forget you can hop on to a PC, jump on the browser, and do it that way as well.
So partnering with Accessible Android is like two sides of the coin. Like, so BAU, Blind Android Users Podcast, is having audio content, and Accessible Android has the written content.
We complete each other. As Austin said, we complete each other. So we are for written content, and BAU is for uh, audio content, which is great. And it was really a great partnership. I hope that it will stay forever. And actually, just I want to say two things. First, I want to thank Saleh and those who are working behind the scenes with him to make this website always accessible. Whenever there is an issue, Saleh will just be ready to wake up in the middle of the night or at whatever hour the issue will be like found. Saleh will be just ready to work on it and to try to solve it as quick as possible. So he deserves a big thank you. And now I'm not talking as a member of the team, I'm talking as a person who is a supporter of this project and as a person who is in contact with Saleh. And I know how much he did and others who are working behind the scenes without mentioning the names. And actually another thing is that is encouraging us actually is the reactions of people. So like 2 days ago or maybe yesterday, someone was telling me, hey, look, I shared your or an article of Accessible Android in a group. And like it is something that we are getting from people saying, okay, we are learning from the things that are on the website. So I think people are really in need of such uh, like gathering of or creating written content. So for this reason, Accessible Android is here, and this really encourages us so much to work on that and to continue working on that until Accessible Android is really the thing that we want it to be.
As Accessible Android thanks its contributors, and we also are partners with them, I also would like to thank along with Warren, the whole podcast crew for coming on each episode whenever someone had to contribute. They contribute. Everyone stepped up whenever we required any help. John helped us build the website, so thanks to him. Thanks to all our contributors who have contributed this year, all our listeners that listen to us regularly, give us feedback, and people those who have donated to us this year. The donations have gone to registering our hosts and everything else. So do donate to us using the PayPal link on the website and the show notes. So big thanks to all the people working behind the scenes and the contributors and listeners, and also to the YouTube team, because we had some problems with our YouTube channel and we got instant support because we have the over 1,000 subscriber mark. So we can get human support from YouTube team. So thanks to them also.
Well, so overall, we just want to thank everybody. You guys have made everything possible. So when we look back over the year of 2023 or look back on the year 2023, it's been a great success in our eyes, and I believe it is also in yours, because look at all that we've been able to accomplish. And it's not us. Without you, none of these things would have mattered. None of these things would have come to fruition. And just like Austin and Karen says, it's you guys that have made this possible. You've done it in several different ways, whether you know it or not. You guys have been there with us all through it. And we want to thank those of you working behind the scenes, whichever way you're contributing to us. You've made this such a huge success. And we thank you so much for doing that. And that we're hoping, though, that, that next year also will be another great year with your support and making accessible Android what it is and making blind Android users what it is. We're looking forward to you guys doing that again. Let's keep a repeat of that.